Good evening, everyone. This is Rabbi Karen, welcoming you to our Tuesday Ma'ariv service. I'm so glad you can join us. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on simshalom.com. We are just all over the place, and I'm so glad that you are with us this evening. So let us get ready to begin our Tuesday Ma'ariv service. Let's find the service. There it is. Okay. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And now our call to praise. Baruch et Adonai, Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach, Leolam Vaed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever. Of course, now the technology stopped working, so let's see. Okay. Adonai separated light from dark and dark from light, giving us some magnificent sunrises and sunsets that remind us of this creation. And now we have a prayer to remind us of what he gives us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher bivaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteh she'arim, u'v'tvuna mishaneh tim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et kochavim b'mishmoroteim barakia kirtzono. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times, vary the seasons, and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or. Umavir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla. Adonai tzavaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the prayer that states our creed, that tells the world who we believe in. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom, forever and ever. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you rise up, and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy, holy unto your God. All right, let's take a little pause. Let's see who's in Restream. Anybody around that we could say hi to and chat? Ah, we have Albert and Ellen Rose. Ellen Rose, I'm glad you are feeling better. Albert, I'm so glad you could join us this evening. And we are on Zoom with Ellen Friedman, Rudolph, Toby, James, Marvin, and Sue Bowers. All right, so we've got our crowd here, and I hope you are somewhere out there watching us because it's always a pleasure to daven with you all. All right, let's go back to our slide. Sue, can you give me a thumbs up if you see this on the screen? You can, okay. Thank you. And so, speaking of miracles, as Miriam and the women went through the parting of the Red Sea, they sang this song, Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot, oseh feleh. Malchutecha ra'u beinecha, bokeh amiyam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze'eli anu la'amru, Adonai yimloch li'olam va'ed. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'achamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, ufrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Eternal God, shield us and remove from our path all hostility, disease, war, famine, and sorrow. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you are a protecting and a saving power. Truly a sovereign power, gracious and compassionate are you. Guard our going and our coming in life, in peace now and for all eternity. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai. Aporesu kat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, b'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yo omechon uv'chayedechot beit Yisrael, ba'agala, ba'agala, uv'zman kariv, v'yimeru amen, yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach, Li'olam li'al me'al maya yitbarach, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yibar v'yiroman v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shmei t'kudusha b'richu, le'elam mikol b'chata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata damiram b'yalma, v'yimeru amen. And now we remember the promises made to our ancestors. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chazdei Avot v'Imaot, Umevigu la livnei v'nehem l'man shemo ba'ahava. Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen baruch atah Adonai. Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. And now we remind ourselves that Adonai is the only superpower we need. Atah gibor li'olam Adonai, mechayeh hakol atarav lahoshia. Mechakel haim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim, berofei cholim, umatir asurim, umkayem emunato, lishenei afar, micha mocha bal gevurot, Umido melach, melech memit, umchayim, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lahayot hakol. Baruch ata Adonai, mechayei hakol. Good evening, everyone. This is Parsha Bamidbar. The book of Numbers begins with numbers. God commanded a census of all males aged 20 plus who are fit to go into the army. To obtain an accurate count, a Nasi, a prince from each tribe, will attend the counting in order to maintain accuracy. The totals were, in the eastern position, tribe of Judah, 74,600, Issachar, 54,500, Zebulun, 57,400. That's only 3 tribes. Imagine how many people they had. Southern position, tribe of Reuben, 46,500. Simeon, 59,300. Gad, 45,650. Western position, the tribe of Ephraim, 40,500. The tribe of Manasseh, 32,200. And the tribe of Benjamin, 35,400. And in the northern position, the tribe of Dan, 62,700. Asher, 41,500. And the tribe of Naphtali, 53,400. Of the Levites, there were 22,300. Total, 625,950. Levites were positioned in a circle around the tabernacle. When the tribes moved, they dismantled and transported the tabernacle. They carried the sanctuary vessels. They carried the tapestries and roof coverings. They transported wall panels and the pillars. According to the New World Encyclopedia, the first known census was 3800 BCE by the Babylonians, taken every 6 to 7 years. The purpose was to count people, livestock, and quantities of butter, milk, honey, wool, and stored vegetables. The Persians were recorded to have a census in 500 to 400 BCE in order to issue land grants and for taxation. The ancient Romans and ancient Chinese conducted census for taxation, and this continued into the Middle Ages. The census in Bamidbar were taken in 1446 BCE for military purposes, for each familiar tribe to know their position for movement and encampment. Each tribe had its own Nasi, its own flag, emblem, and color. Also, when the children of Israel would enter the land would be divided by tribe size. According to Aaron in the Torah portion WordPress.com, the Nasi was necessary at the counting so that later no one could claim inaccurate counting and shortage of land. Rabbi Eliyahu Desser says, putting things in order creates the feeling that all is in order. He says that on a spiritual level, disunity impedes progress. Each tribe knew their position, their role overseen by a Nasi, and would know how much land to expect. The census kept everyone working as a well-oiled machine. Each tribe knew their position, their role overseen by a Nasi, and would know how much land to expect. The census kept everyone working as a well-oiled machine. Today, the U.S. Census began by Thomas Jefferson in 1790, includes all men, women, and children of all ages. According to the U.S. Census, the Census Bureau, our census affects our government representation, and data collection helps determine how the government spends more than $400 billion in federal funding on infrastructure and services. Some include hospital, job training centers, schools, senior centers, bridges, tunnels, and emergency services. What began as a census for military, land distribution, and keeping order for all people has become a way for our government to keep order in order to prepare for all its people, order to help create the feeling that all is in order. So, and I believe this year is a census, right? It's every 4 years, every presidential election. So it should be this year. When we receive those pesky long forms to fill out, let's remember this started not in 1790, but actually in 1446 BCE to keep order in our society. It will be time to stand up and be counted. Remember, it's a Jewish tradition. And that's the social studies teacher in me. Okay. So now let's take a moment to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Osei shalom bimrumav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heavens let peace descend on us and all Israel, and let us say amen. And now we get ready for our Mishabara bliss, and I'm going to begin with Shoel ben Rivka, Yehudit bat Isabella, Boomer, Luna, and Sammy, Robin, Lisa's daughter, Ronnie, Seal's daughter, Chavazisa bat Sally, Hannah bat Leola, Miriam bat Shulamit, Carrie, daughter of Bonnie, Leslie, Mindalea bat Chaya, Maxine, Marcia, Marlene bat Sylvia, Bobby, George, Dean, David, Yaakov ben Charlotte, Samantha, Carolyn, Lori, Lance, Shana Bashlava, Samir, Henry Cole, Naomi, Melissa's father and mother, Stephen Bucksbaum, Howard, Zisa Razel Bat Seal, Lisa, and our own Ellen Rose, who we're glad is back with us. Okay. All right, let me look at our chat. Okay. Dorothy, Marlene, Jean, David, Paul, Jennifer, all harmed in the storms across the country, and for the safety of the jurors who had a difficult decision to make. Joanna, please keep yourself muted. Ellen Rose and all other Sim Shalomers who are ill, Ellen D. and all other cancer patients, and all in Israel who are now in dire need of healing and peace. All Sim Shalomers, their families and friends and pets, Ellen Rose, everyone around the world. And let me look at our restream. All those who are suffering physically, emotionally, and spiritually around the world, each of us and our loved ones, as well as our loving pets, all Sim Shalomers in need of refuah shlema, all those hostages who are still suffering in captivity. Joy Wagner, Janice Tandler. Okay, Marvin, can you, I'm going to ask you to unmute and tell us your list.
My brother Howard Gruber, my cousin Mernsu Schimberg, and her friend who has cancer, Dawn Allnut, Nelson, Raspaldo. And incidentally, the census is once every 10 years.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why I was, you know what? I was thinking leap years, the same year as a presidential election.
Could be, yeah.
That's where I was confused. Well, thank you for correcting me on that one. Okay, so we don't have a census coming up. We got another 6 years to go. All right. Thank you all. And let's go back to our Misheberach Avotenu Nehol Habraha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Nechol Habraha Liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, Atet Gedula Liotzer Bereshit, Shelo Asanu Kikoye Haratzot, Velo Samanu Kimishpachot Adama, Shelo Sam Helkenu Kahem, Vigo Raleinu Keho Hamanam, Vanachnu Korim, Umishtachavim Umodim, Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlochim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'eman, V'haya Adonai, Lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died of the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. Yitgadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabbah v'yamad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malhutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'agalav azman kari v'yimru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam almei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiroman v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal Shmei d'kudisha b'richu le'elam mincha b'chata v'shirata tushbachata v'ne'amata da'miram v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'rumav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And may Adonai comfort all those who are in need of being comforted. I forgot to add a name to my Mishabera, Reuben Barak ben Avraham Vesara. That is my husband, who had a knee replacement just a few days ago. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's doing all right. I'm exhausted because I have to figure out what pill to take at what time. Does he get it with food? Does he get it without food? Okay, now he did his exercises. Now I got to put the ice pack on, try to get those freaking stockings on him.
I had one 3 years ago.
Oh, how you doing now?
So.
All right. All right. Well, I hope you are better. My husband had 2 hip replacements 14 years ago, and he's doing fine. So now he's going to be my bionic husband. Sue, you had a double knee replacement at the same time?
No, almost. So I had one done one time, and then about 3 months later, I had the other one done.
That was my husband with his hips.
Huh?
That was my husband with his hips. 6 or 7 months later, he had another. We thought we had 6, 7 years in between them. No, 6, 7 months.
Yeah, well, yeah. And our rabbi is going to go and have a knee replacement surgery. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, the key is, and my husband is learning, keep doing the exercises, keep doing the exercises.
Oh, yeah. When you first get it, you're gonna go, oh, what was I thinking? But it gets better. And the hospital that I went to, it was fantastic because they had like a room. They bring you in. They had a staircase. They had a mock vehicle.
Right. That's what he had.
Yeah, they teach you how to get in and out without hurting yourself.
PT and OT. And that was good for us because the
Yeah.
front of my house has one step.
Oh, that's good.
He had to learn how to get into that one step and get in the car for me to drive him home. And let's see, your rabbi had back surgery
Ooh, my.
months ago. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
well, all the healing prayers to all the people, and may I add to all their caretakers because I'm exhausted.
Absolutely.
That and having to do all his chores now, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So here we are, end of our service. Oh no, I forgot one thing. So let's not. Let me find out where it is because I did save it. Here it is. Okay. Omar counting for Tuesday, June 4th, 2024, 43 days into the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who has sanctified us with commandments and commanded us concerning the counting of the Omer. Hayom shlosha ve'arba'im yom shechat, shisha shavuot, v'yom echad la'omer. Today is 43 days, which is 6 weeks and 1 day of the Omer. So now I'm ready to say good night to all. Be safe, especially if you're in those, the storm areas. Really, really be safe. But
Yeah.
be well, and just, take a look at Sim Shalom. We're getting a new rabbinic class, cantorial class, our JLEAP class. I'm sure the high holiday information is going to be going out soon, as Toby and I were discussing high holidays this afternoon. So be around, be aware, be well, be safe. Take care all.